Welcome to the A Rocha Field Study Center in beautiful British Columbia, Canada. And here we welcome visitors from the local community across the country, across North America and around the world to come participate in our projects. They include practical hands-on conservation initiatives like restoring salmon streams, monitoring bird populations in the Little Campbell watershed, or environmental education programs where we welcome school children from across the lower mainland of British Columbia to come. We've seen over 2,000 kids a year come to the center. Thirdly, we're modeling sustainable living, and the thread that runs through all of it is community. So originally this property was a 10-acre dairy farm, and this barn is the original barn built in 1928. And then this house off this side is the original farmhouse built in 1929. So we're in the garden, and we're using this garden to model small-scale sustainable agriculture and sustainable living. So how do we do that? Well, we've invited 15 families to participate with us, and they get a basket of organic vegetables once a week.
Participants in the Community Shared Agriculture project have the opportunity to come and get their hands dirty, work in the garden, become more connected to the source of their food, and enjoy some really healthy, organically grown vegetables.
So we've got beehives on site, just right over here. And we've got a total of 10 acres, and about 5 of that is in pasture. And we're grazing some Highland cows. We're now at our native plant nursery, and this native plant nursery is going to provide plants like this red huckleberry, thimbleberry, and Pacific 9 bark, plants that we can use in restoring wildlife and fish habitat. So we're now in what we're calling the living classroom on the northern half of the property. And what we're doing here is doing a sort of a large-scale naturalization project. We're restoring some of these ponds and planting a lot of native plants and removing invasive plants. It's a wonderful privilege to have so much diversity on such a small property, and I think that's what makes this property so unique. But our focus isn't only on this property itself, but on the broader watershed and the Little Campbell River that is this jewel in the lower mainland of British Columbia. So one of the things that we're doing on site is we're trying to enhance and provide wildlife habitat, and what we've done here is restore or daylight a little stream, and this one runs into the Little Campbell River. Small streams like this are really important for salmon and for salmon rearing and spawning habitat.
There is a familiar saying that says, you cannot care for what you do not love. But how can you love before you understand the object of your love? So the vision of the Pembina Valley Field Study Center is threefold: to encourage a personal understanding of creation and our place in it, and to develop an appreciation for God's creation, and then to demonstrate in practical ways what it means to take care of creation.
We want to provide environmental education for all ages and initiate local community projects as well as partnerships with community groups and individuals. One example of this is the raptor monitoring program, which we've done for a couple of years in our area.
We've been enormously impressed with the very rapid growth of A Rocha Canada, but not entirely surprised, because I think what they're doing is very timely. The engagement of A Rocha Canada worldwide has been quite extraordinary, considering they're such a young movement, and we see great potential for that. Also, we're very pleased to see leaders from other parts of the world coming to A Rocha Canada to see how things can be done and to gain in terms of training and expertise. So this is a very strategic worldwide role that they're playing.
We believe that as we work for transformation here, the impact will be felt globally. So we're listening very carefully to our brothers and sisters in the developing world and learning from them. Join us as we work alongside of them for a sustainable world.